Yeah.
And I don't even know
why.
I have no plan for tomorrow.
Oh, really? Shoot by the hick?
Cut that back to a minute.
I like Dayton, but there's no way to get in and out of that thing.
Oh, really? Yeah. I honestly I didn't get a chance to come down Friday night. I didn't do recce or anything. I'm just kind of here with these guys. And it's interesting, though. The way they shoot this is like kind of
15 seconds. Five, four, three.
Hi everybody, we're back.
Welcome back to Olympus Rally.
It's still wet, so that's good.
It's better though.
It is better. Yeah, officially.
For 5 minutes.
Well, since about 1 minute ago,
Yeah.
and probably for another 3 to 3.5 minutes.
Perfect.
It's been a very eventful morning. This is stage 5. We've been through 4 stages so far. We've had mechanicals, we've had fires, we've had temporary DNFs, permanent DNFs. It's been a hell of a morning.
It's been good though.
Yeah.
You know, for the people that are still fighting, we have Brandon still leading.
Hardware. Hey, he's the jingle guy. He was crushing on jingles earlier, dude. What's What's next for you? What do you think of that?
I actually have all the Suzy Fest events coming up. I have all the Suzy Fest events coming up. Just announced the Texas one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so getting
September?
cars ready. I got to get my wide body GC ready, doing some upgrades to that.
The bucket?
Yep, got the bucket getting prepped. Got my rally cross car, Vermont sports car right now.
Incredible.
That is there getting prepped, re-prepped, updated. And then we're working on the Brat, and then I got more projects in line for my YouTube channel.
I talked to you the week that happened, but for the folks who don't know at home who haven't seen that video, that was a pretty special. You good?
Stop.
It's allergies, man. It's
Lance Smith. It does every time. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good one. I mean, few people have done as much for this sport in this country as Lance.
Lance Smith, Vermont sports car, gifted me back my 2013-ish hatchback. So
Your rallycross car.
yeah.
It was. This is the car that you ran in the Global Rallycross Championship back in the early days of the Puma.
Yeah. And the good thing is, it's going to be better now than it was then.
Yeah.
So
Well, that was the early days. Like that was super early days for rallycross as a whole in the States.
It's fresh. Yeah.
You guys are still trying to figure out like.
We were like sideshow. We were like
100%.
NASCAR sideshow. We were coming in during halftime or whatever, and then we'd set up the track. We'd set up all the cars.
Crossover jump.
Literally everything, and then we'd be out. Kicked out like the clowns.
It was. Those early days were so wild because again, like rallycross was not new. I was like, look at drifting, right? When drifting came to the States, 2003, 2005, in that window. When it came in 2003, it was nothing. It was just like a parking lot. Reese Millen showed up with his at that time factory Mitsubishi Evo 7 rally car, and did a drifting competition because there was just like, well, they just needed people who could do it. So he just slid around on gravel tires in his Evo 7, and then watch how much that evolved. And same thing with rallycross. When it came to the States, it was like. It was sort of this cute little attempt to figure out what it wanted to be when it grows up.
It was like, great, though.
Big doubles, gap jumps.
So good. It was so good. I mean, honestly, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Travis has kept it going with Nitro.
Yeah.
Nitro RX. They have the E car.
Yeah, FC1X.
That they're developing, and it's doing good.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
Well, it's exciting though. Going back to your car, so you went to go visit Vermont Sports Car just to go see those guys, chat about some projects, and
actually I went there just to film. They invited me to come and do an episode of Buck Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there. I was filming. We got it to the top, and they showed me my old car, and Lance was like, "Hey, this is your old car." I was like, "Yep." He was like, "No, this is." He goes, "This is yours," and I go, "Yeah, it smells just like mine." I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah.
And he kept saying it. He goes, "Yeah, Bucky, this is yours." And I was like, "Yep."
It doesn't make sense. It's not real.
And I looked at him in the eyes because like, why is this guy saying it's yours so many times? And I looked at him in the eyes, and he goes, "It's your car." And I was just all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I remember getting the text from you, and I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
Still no way. I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
So the idea with that car is to I don't know if a lot of people out there have heard the news of Gymkhana Grid possibly coming back, and they're trying to get that going. So the idea is to enter that car in Gymkhana Grid. That's the goal.
That's awesome. Well, it'll be good to see, and then obviously in the process of that, hopefully we can get you back out of the rally at some point.
You too.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're thinking there might be a super regional in our future.
Oh, and what Dave has going on in Austin, Texas at Rally Ready is amazing as well. He's got the Rally Sprint series going. You're pretty much full time on that now.
It's in chaos. Yeah, we have almost 30 logbook rally cars that live on site. So it's cool. I mean, this is like for folks who are watching rallying and don't know how to get involved. What we've done that we're really excited about is you can come take a rally school, you can become a member and come get seat time all the time, which is especially good for folks that are local, but even fly-in folks do that.
It's like Club Med for rally.
Yeah, it's Club Med for rally. Come get a timeshare, man. And then we build, maintain, and store cars for members, and then we do the Rally Sprint Series. So it's a 4-event championship. Next round is June 30th, July 1st. And these are the first ever ARA-sanctioned rally sprints.
Yes.
So this is kind of the first time.
Perfect stepping stone into something like stage rally.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the objective is we've got, sort of the rally cross at the bottom end of the spectrum for like the SCCA style rally cross. You've got stage rally here, and this is kind of the intermediate gap where you can jump from one to the other, get comfortable, learn pace notes, co-driving, and get comfortable sort of on rally stages at a rally sprint. It's closed venue. Honestly, it's not far off from, this is like a giant rally sprint in terms of all the actual stage roads at Olympus are these private roads. So technically there's some comparables between the two, but what we've done is put it on a small format and then have helicopters chasing you around.
Except they don't have donkeys and they don't have helicopters.
I ain't seen no donkeys. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I got Hank and Bobby. I mean, we got Hank and Bobby so much that we had to make our own hoodie with more King of the Hill jokes.
Yeah.
Race cars and race car accessories. But, I'm really excited. The next round is end of June, beginning of July.
End of June, beginning of July. If you have a rally car, if you have something that actually will work on dirt,
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, it has to be ARA logbooked, but we have spots open for triple and double zero cars. We logbook stuff. We probably have another trip for the logbook king himself to come out. So back to this though. We're supposed to be seeing Brandon coming through soon. Brandon, again, like we said, has a nice healthy lead. We're not quite seeing the gap close as much as we were hoping to see between the Open and the RC2 cars at this event.
Not yet. Yeah, I think they're probably trying to sort it out a little bit. Still, I think those guys are. I think Brandon's a little bit ahead of the curve as far as figuring out his car, and it's still rad to watch because these guys know what they need to do. They know that they're kind of feeling the car. This is only the third rally of the season, and it's the first one where you can actually probably get a good gauge of what your car is doing and kind of get some better feedback from it possibly.
Yes, and also for the series, I think it's important for everybody to recognize that the series job is to do their best job at taking a look at the rule set, figuring out how they can close that gap, figuring out how they can make these two classes slightly more competitive, and also develop something that resembles, I don't want to say cost cap because that's not the primary objective, but something that can keep the costs from getting out of control, can bring the speeds down, can try and kind of close that gap. But that's going to take time to develop, and this is...
Or they could just put you in an R5 car, and it would be awesome.
No, I'm good, man. I'm happy hanging out with these folks right here. Just you and me, talking about our feelings, getting rained on all day. It's pretty nice. But we had snowdrift to start the year, and that's kind of a, complete anomaly, right, by itself.
Survival.
Totally. And it's such a unique event because it's not even a snow... I know, I hear a car coming. It's not even a conventional snow or ice rally. It's completely unique. Then we had 100 Acre Wood. 100 Acre is a high-speed gravel rally. Yeah. Now we have Olympus that's a little bit more tight technical, and obviously we've got the nice slippy wet conditions. So this is the first time that I think Preston and the rest of the team are going to have a lot of data to look at, and they got a lot of feedback from teams, a lot of input and ideas. Now they can start to go, okay, how do we make this work, and how do we kind of manage this? So
now, is this something they will change mid-season to kind of get the cars a little closer?
The objective is that they have left enough flexibility to adapt, knowing again, it's not as simple as just, here's a new rule set, everything will be great, all right, let's go. Yeah. And the challenge is being open to talking to the competitors and understanding what's going on, being open to receiving any feedback, which they do, and then saying, okay, here's where we got it right, here's a place where we can adjust, adapt, and change, here's what's going to work for these cars, here's what isn't. I mean, I think what's challenging is to look at and think about the fact that look at the variety and diversity of cars in this field. This is not an FI event where you have a bunch of homologated cars that have already been designed perfectly to these rules. Right. Everybody's building cool one-off stuff. I have a 2006 Chevy Colorado with a Corvette engine in it, right? Yeah. There's a bunch of Volvos in the field. Yeah. Then there's Tim's AMX. There's just a completely oddball group of cars. Yeah. And then we want to be able to have somebody like Sam Albert be like, you know what? I'll put a Ferrari engine in my car. That is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this series so special. So figuring out how to preserve that, but also make it closer, that's going to be the big challenge. With that said, speaking of challenges,
I hear Brandon coming.
I do hear Brandon coming.
You know what they could do to make the field more even?
Uh-oh, I don't want to know.
Maybe make Brandon drive with one shoe or like a tighter pants leg. Like one.
It's Tanya Harding him later. All right, here he comes.
Here he comes. Ready?
Oh, he's coming over that crest. launch control just barely made it in. So there's another.
Warwick just got roosted.
Yeah.
Gravel machine gun all over him.
Yeah, he got 13 ND filters on the end of that thing. He just unscrewed one after every shot. That was incredible. That was watching Brandon come in at the compression at the bottom.
Yes.
Wild.
That was commitment right there.
Yeah.
That was full commitment.
Yeah.
It wasn't like feel it out. It was like, oh,
we're doing it.
Confidence.
Yeah. Well, and I think that is one of the big things. If you watch from the driving styles that I've watched, Brandon has such a high level of confidence and commitment in the car always. Partially that's because he has so much time in that car, but I think it's important also to isolate the driver from the machine. Brandon has been quick in everything that he's ever driven, whether it was the YXZ, the R5 car, his Rocket Crosstrek that he used to have. He's driven a ton of different stuff, and I think a lot of people feel like, oh, Brandon came out of nowhere, got in a Subaru factory car, and he's been fast. That's not how it works. No. That's not at all the case. And
spent a lot of time, a lot of seat time, a lot.
And Brandon's craft on a bicycle is reflected in his driving.
Right.
He has the same approach. He's incredibly detailed. He's incredibly fastidious, and he works very hard. And I truly believe that Brandon is absolutely on another level.
He is. He truly is.
Having driven in his literally in his track last year, Brandon's commitment on his lines are really, I think, second to none. And we're seeing that, especially right
that
there.
was beautiful.
Yeah. That was definitely, that's one of those, it's very rare that I have a moment where I'm watching a car and I get to like, is he going to make it?
Yeah.
And that was
full on. Fully compression. Like all flat out, wheels tucked in the fenders, at the bottom of this crest that you guys probably couldn't see. And then he just floated over this I don't know, 2.
Yeah. So presumably just behind him is Tom. Tom Williams coming in the RC2 car. This is the Fiesta Rally 2 car, which is similar to the WRC2 or WRC3 spec cars. We've seen he's about a minute behind so far. Coming in. You can see it's very different.
Rather smooth, but definitely lower level of commitment. Like he was very cautious on the crest that he came down into the ravine here. He definitely didn't have the speed, the momentum that Brandon had.
Yeah, Brandon was fully committed over the crest. He was braking just after the crest into this, and then back on throttle through the bottom, and then back on through the corner. Felt like it was on throttle earlier too. Again, that's what we would expect to see from the reigning national champion. And for Tom, the challenge is once you get to a place where you know you're not going to close the gap. He's not going to pull a minute out of Brandon. That's not happening, right? No. He knows that he's off that pace. So for Tom, now it's about preserving points and about recognizing kind of where his position and opportunity is in the overall championship and drive to survive and be smart and safe. So I don't expect that we'll see enormous commitment from Tom for the rest of the rally. He kind of knows what his work is. But still, it's interesting to see those guys at the top in a very different level. It's also interesting because last year we would have had Travis, Brandon, and Ken, and then we would have had probably 2-3 RC2 cars,
right.
And then the limited cars mixed in with that. And it's definitely different having a slightly smaller field.
It is different.
Yeah, just 2 RC2 cars.
The gaps aren't as tight.
Yeah.
Because those guys with Ken and Travis, that was a battle, and Brandon, that was a battle for the top 3 all the time, consistently.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it was. It was intense to watch. It was, especially being in that and being in the controls between stages with those guys and watching not just the habits and the preparation and the mindsets, but like Brandon he just wants to do his own thing, so he wouldn't even come into the same, he would stop early on transits, would just kind of get his head right, and you'd have Ken, would be sort of socializing with everybody-ish, depending on kind of where things were, and sometimes it would get so tight and so intense he would just stay in his car.
Yeah.
Alex would get out and run time cards, and then, Travis is just out being Travis, and every once in a while it'd get so intense that kind of he would too get in the zone. But I think there was only one rally last year where everybody was tense, and that was STPR, where every stage was like, we survived. Okay, we just have to survive the next one. So
we have Patrick.
We have Pat Gruska now.
that crest that we're looking at, but the speed difference between Pat and Tom and Brandon, dramatic.
Yeah.
Like,
It fell off really hard.
Yeah.
The 1, 2, 3 there is really, really different.
More commitment over this crest by Brandon, 100%.
But I also, again, like we said, I think we started by showing what those times are. If this was stage 1, we might have a different energy. And we may tomorrow, stage 1 of day 2, which would be, what will be stage 7 tomorrow, right? We have 5, 6, and then tomorrow morning. So going into stage 7 tomorrow, we might see a renewed sense of fight in these guys. But right now, they're trying to finish the day, and they kind of know where their pace is. And I, to be honest, I think it's good to see Patrick knowing exactly what that pace is and running that consistently, and not feeling like he has to go to war. For him, it's a points battle for the season.
Yeah.
So he just wants to win that class. Tom is obviously reigning RC2 class champion from last year. Pat just wants to get that for this year.
Maybe Pat's waiting for Tom's little showmanship.
Our Tom?
Yeah.
Wow,
He loves to show off sometimes.
What?
That's Ross. That's Ross.
Yeah, Tom had a very eventful snowdrift.
Snowdrift. He just decided to check.
Yeah.
He just decided to check his grip on the straightaway.
Yeah, and did a full
On the
720.
straightaway, the sketchiest place you can ever, even straightaways.
It's a pretty aggressive
alone.
brake check too, as he admitted. He was like, I just wanted to see where my things were, and he was like, oh, and I was backwards and around, upside down almost. And the best is when he finished the stage.
That's why I'm a coffee guy, not a tea guy. See?
I like when he finished the stage and asked Tom, did we roll in there? All right, Theor now. Which again, I think we expect from Seahorn. Seahorn right now is doing a couple of events a year, and it's these two sort of home rallies for him.
Yeah.
And I think like Patrick knows that he doesn't have anything to prove in the sense that he used to come out wanting to prove that he's the guy.
I mean, it's risky.
It's
risky.
Yeah, and he's just wants to put in a good stage
Seahorn
time.
looks very comfortable, man. That was someone who's very comfortable with their car.
Yeah.
He's comfortable with the surface by now. I would reckon by the way that he drove that in there like that. He had good rotation to the car.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he does. He's definitely comfortable in that car. I think the trouble for Seahorn is his driving has always kind of been at the pointy end of what that car's capable of. Mm-hmm. And so he's learned now to be like, all right, this is what the car can do safely. Yeah. This is where I can put in my times. And
now he's got even less car.
Yeah. Right? I know. So, which he's adapting like everybody is. It's part of the deal, right? I mean, we've watched this with everything, right? It happens with F1, it happens with WRC, it happens with every motorsport. The speed starts to creep up, and the cost starts to creep up. Everything gets intense, and they go, okay, how can we kind of scale it back? And then it kind of creeps up from there and things. Yeah. And that is the point of motorsport, is to evolve the technical capability of the cars, the limits of the driver.
That's their job to do for us fans, to make it more competitive within the field.
But also to watch and manage the cost. The team's job is to extract everything they can. The driver and the team is to how can we push the envelope? Where can we find gray areas and loopholes in the rules? Where can we exploit technology and opportunity? And again, historically, that's the stuff that then trickles down into road cars. That's the stuff that's super fun, so much of the safety, performance. I mean, look at Subaru's all-wheel drive, right? Yeah. These are all things that are refined or have been over the years in motorsport, and then trickle down to provide safety in road cars. But it's the drawback of that is that every once in a while things get to where the sanctioning body goes, okay, you guys have all done a fantastic job, and now we've spread everything out a lot. Now we're going to create some new rules and try and kind of bring it a little bit tighter, bring the cost down a little bit, and then it slowly over time creeps back. So it's the same thing we've seen with World Rally Championship in 2017. Said, hey, we're just going to let's do it. Let's party. Big Arrow, all this stuff. And then they went, all right, we can, maybe we're going to change a few things. And they went to the new Rally 1 chassis last year. Yeah. Took away some of the high dollar items in the driveline and the active diffs. Mm-hmm. Got away from the paddle shifts and are on the standard sequential. But like you said, for Jeff, he's frustrated. It's hard. It's always hard to go back. It feels like in power. Oh, you the Barda? Mr. Bucky ain't writing him no citation. He looked good. He did it too. Yeah, Ely.
He's a stunt driver for everyone out there. He does. He does a lot of movies. Some of the guys. What's some of the movies he's done? He just did a movie.
He did
Bruce Willis?
Yeah, he did the.
Yeah, that one.
Mission Possible.
Yeah,
he did Ocean's 20. He did what was the other one he did? He did Lord of the Sinks.
And normally he's co-drive. He has his wife co-driving, but he has KJ in there now. Yeah. So I don't know if you caught that in the beginning of the show. We should have got KJ up on the stage as well.
We'll get KJ sometime this weekend. He's busy, doing co-driver stuff and eating fruit snacks. So it's.
And you can follow KJ's page on Instagram, The Right Pedal.
That's his. Yeah, that's his big rally meme page.
He does a great job with that. He basically captures the world of rally on Instagram for all of us to
enjoy. So, and it's fun to see KJ level up to where he's only been in the sport. I mean, this was his first event.
Look what time it
is. 3 years ago. Oh, 5:55. Look at that. Look at those dogs.
Shout out to Colin McRae.
Look at you puppies. It's wild to think KJ was new to the sport entirely. 3 years ago? I think his first time in rally was.
He just got weaned about 2 years ago, didn't
he? He came to Olympus. He's local to here, and he came to Olympus 3 years ago as a spectator and was like, "Man, rally's cool."
That's right. 3 years ago. It's his anniversary, 3rd year anniversary in rally. Yeah,
and here he is co-driving in a top 10 car. It's pretty remarkable. He's done an awesome job. Now the distinct sound of Hooper's Lexus. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
It's got to be Hooper's Lexus. Listen to that.
Sounds like a bunch of bees coming.
It sounds like a raging, pissed off swarm of bees.
Wasp.
Yeah. This is a wasp versus hornet battle. Yep, there he is. Super Hooper. There he is, boy. You got on the top. Don't clip it too tight, Hooper. That was so long, the next car's almost here. I literally spent a whole minute just listening to Hooper. All right. Oh, yeah, this is our Delvin's front lip. Let's see, Delvin's front lip. A lot of rocks. That was a lot. Lucky us. Yeah, he started the weekend with a fancy front lip, and I thought, no, ain't no way, but sure enough. Oh, they're getting real tight now.
They are getting tight.
Woo-wee.
It wasn't.
Yeah, this is Look at that.
He won.
Woo! Jason Bailey.
He won.
Showing what he's won. A new rock. This 5.5, 6.5 inches in diameter was excavated just moments ago by Jason Bailey in the M Sport Rally 3 car. Wow. Look at it.
Yeah, I know.
Here, turn around and let me wipe it in your butt.
No.
He said no. Ugh. Gross. It's like mud out here.
Ugh. So gross. Yuck.
That was good, Jason. Thanks for that. That was exciting. Could have been my skull, though, so watch yourself. I don't need no dang baby heads in my little baby head.
He was flicking that front-wheel drive thing.
No, it's all-wheel drive.
Oh, it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah,
that's
right. Rally 3. I know, it's deceptive. The Rally 3 cars...
I'm not used to seeing an all-wheel drive little Fiesta.
Yeah. You're like, hey, look, it's a... Oh, no.
Oh, it's so cute. No, it ain't. That ain't cute.
That's what they say about you. Like, he's so cute. No, he ain't. He's going to start doing yoga poses 20 feet above a vert ramp again. It ain't cute. It's scary. Oh man, that was good. Thanks for that, Jason.
That was impressive, Jason.
Yeah, it's because we're basically in Canada. These are basically Canadian rocks, so he feels comfortable here, pushing those rocks up out of the ground and directly at you. That's as close as the Canadians are going to get to declaring war.
Right.
He's trying to huck a boulder at a Texan and a Californian.
Yeah, you could die like that.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what. Hey, you watch yourself.
You know,
I see you, JB. I got my eyes on you. Rock Daddy 69, okay?
I'm from Baltimore.
There he is, Dr. Dave. Mr. Clark himself. Oh, look at that. Nicely done, Dave.
You got in early on that one. He was committed.
Not quite as big, but Dave Clark, that's a good one too. You made that one. That might be a record. We should start playing. Should we get a shuffleboard?
Yes, that's
out here. These guys can start playing pensioner games. Man, that was impressive too.
That was good.
Yeah. I like watching Dave in that car. He's been running that car since the dawn of time, I think.
Yeah. We got about 5 minutes before we wrap up here on stage 5.
We're going to see if these guys are getting spicier somehow. So we got about 5 minutes till we get knocked out. Is really what that means. I don't know who this is. 10A, I think. Or is it another Rally 3 car? I think it's the other Rally 3. Oh, it is. It's Rally 3. Yep.
Lucy Block.
Tiny Lucy, very tiny. Oh, Rally 3 battle. Wow. That's spicy. Oh, that's Rally. Oh, we got one. Yeah. Woo. Man, who got so mad the other day? It was Butch. Butch got so mad. He was like, oh, I hate when people say that. And I was like, well, shouldn't have said that. So that one's for you, Butch.
That was for you, Butch. Coming at you, buddy.
Oh, man. But that is Rally. Right, it is. Yeah.
That was... She gonna get caught.
The question is she getting caught or did she catch him? I'd assume that she's getting caught. But
She's getting caught. She's in front. How'd she catch him?
I don't know. Is she? I don't know. I can't memorize the order. Oh, look. Oh, people are getting in trouble. Here's the thing you got to remember, media. If you're going to cross a hot stage,
We got you on live.
don't do it in front of the live stream.
Yeah, bro.
Because Dad's going to text and be like, I'll tell him I'm going to kill him.
Hey, that's not my responsibility.
I mean, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. That is one of the things that's wild, though, is like, I don't know. I mean, most people watching obviously know the format. It's one car at a time. Obviously, we're in intervals. You're racing against the clock, not other people. But
Usually the clock.
Usually the clock until something like that happens. If you have an incident or a mechanical or you have it off.
I'm guessing maybe Lucy had like maybe she cut too close and had to like slow down to kind of turn out of something. That would let him catch up that much because
a spin or getting like running a little wide and getting stuck is usually what happens. Because it looks like she. I mean, I don't know. We're a few minutes into the stage.
Yeah.
So. I mean, let's go look. We'll see if Sneak Tech can give us some times here.
All right, we're about to close it out here soon.
We're running out of cars here soon too. So
We'd like to get Leah Block in before we close out.
yeah.
On that.
So that Matt Brassfield split 4. Okay, got it.
Some people might think it's from like hucking the car in. Literally, I remember, I can't count how many times when you turn in to start.
Yeah, you come off of a transit.
You come off of a transit, you put your blinker on because you're on the road. And I always would forget to turn off my blinker.
Oftentimes you have a digital dash display blocking your cluster, so you can't see the lights on.
And the
can't
arms
hear
don't
anything.
work. The arms don't turn off automatically because it's a rally car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I'm just getting
I'm just backing them up here.
You know,
I'm just trying to back them up here.
Yeah.
When the windshield wipers are on and it's dry out, oh, you definitely flick it.
Yeah, exactly. There she is. Nice. Nice, Leah.
Leah's on the board.
All right, well, I think we're going to close out today with a block rock. This is a Leah block rock special. It looks like a dinosaur
potato.
egg.
Oh, like a little potato.
Yeah, potato. That's what I meant to say.
Potato.
Potato, tomato. That's what I always say.
I ain't
Here, you
touching
want to
it.
put it in your jacket?
Save it for later. We're gonna be auctioning off this this potato later.
Are we? Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna go home and bake it in our microwave.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna go wash my hands and bake this Jurassic potato. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Park Expose, Day 2, Oregon Trail Rally, 8 o'clock.
Ish. Yeah.
You good for 8?
Yeah, I was good for 8. I'll see you at 8.
All right, we'll see you at 8. Wow, this is actually a really cool rock. I like this one. We should give this to her. Yeah.
Go to service and give it to her.
Yeah, totally.
It does look just like a fucking potato.
It is a potato rock. We'll just get her to sign it, and then we should totally auction it off.
For 43 Institute?
Yes. 100%, dude. We need to get her to sign it. We'll be like, all right, put potato rock, $1,000. I bet you we can get $1,000 for this potato rock. I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't like touching it though.
Yeah, rinse it off. Come on, give it a little dribble.
I'll be all right.
I wish I had a dog poop bag for you.
Yeah, right now.
A fucking pond right there, bud. Just fucking give her a Dunkaroo in there. Sick as, bro. Good stream, guys. Thank you. That's fine. That was a good one. Easy.
That's a big boy.
God damn.
That's a big boy.
He ain't got a potato. He got a fucking cantaloupe. What the
Holy
fuck?
shit.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
hear them. I hear them like in like just normal everyday life, especially here in Echo Brooks. Who is it? Yeah, the GoPro Hero 11. Sometimes I use it to like manage or something in my car in the depths of something I can't see, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get it. Oh yeah, that's the only time I use it.
Yeah, like, I just did like 6 hours of work. This doesn't go, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah.
It's got one of those. Yeah, it's a ninja bike.
I've always been curious about it.
They don't claim it.
Yeah. But I was told that like, oh, you can do it.
But like, it's got a screen
like a shop.
I'm just worried. Like, I was worried about
how much party, and I was like, alright, that's a huge difference. Like, yeah, it's like the size. Yeah, so it's like, okay, I can do this. Yeah.
I had this one originally.
I just like left it all, and I pulled what I could, and like got it out, got the seal in, and put it back, and I was like, I hope that works.
Like, okay, that's nice. And it failed. So
yeah.
I don't want to just buy the Atomos one that's like $100, but
I have one Atomos. But there is another brand.
well, it's not the Neo got a scooter. I thought it was worth it. Probably wouldn't get it if I bought something. I have a DSMT that has been like the car I've ever owned. And I have an emergency finder car. And getting an install for like 2000. I drove a friend's Miata. I was like, this is actually really fun. But I don't want a Miata. Everyone has one. What can I get that's Miata-ish?
You can't drive it.
No, the name should be. Oh, Poncho and Two Lawn Chairs. Poncho and Two Lawn Chairs. And I said that was the name. That sounds like the name of an album. Oh yeah. That's it. Broken Two Lawn Chairs. Yeah. It's not even a table.
Right when you said that, I was thinking with, wait a minute, there is a count.
The diggers.
But it's fun. I like that.
There's a story behind it. I can't remember.
There was a little stuffed animal that was always in Martin Tater's car too. That was the name of the car as well. And here Lena has its final blaze. No, I feel like we're only halfway through the stage.
We haven't seen Dozy Rimmer yet.
Yep. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
We haven't seen any of the little Tabers. I think Maddie and Henry are potentially.
Yeah, I was curious. So Josie.
Dozy came by stuck behind something.
I've noticed a lot of people. I haven't noticed a lot of people gathering. Like there's a lot of people that I expect, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm coming around.
Starting with Nahuatl is a bit of a shit show. Let's just break all the cars first. And
Yeah.
see where we're at.
Even if I was on that corner in the Waffle, I still wouldn't have caught Mitch and Steven crashed way earlier, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Just like it makes the.
Yeah, Josie, Michelle.
The camera's on here.
Oh, no, leave it. I'm not leaving. Come on. I can't leave. I was just.
Yeah, it's right there.
Our Sean Edwards.
They're the last two calls.
So there's some Maddie probably.
Which Sean Edwards is that?
instructor from that. He's worked with Steve a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I think I know. He
Yeah.
helped me with it's the one who helped me with Sean Menzel.
Yeah,
Are you friends with Sean?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
This is his first rally ever. He's stoked. So he's part. Mitch Williams is being built.
Oh, that's who.
Yeah, yeah.
Post up like a little 30-second reel with like back markers. People are like, oh, maybe shot.
that point. So I don't want to get there. And they're like, we can put you on these drugs and these drugs. Yeah. My first answer, right? That's always my